Hey guys, it's CJ from smartktai.com. Today we're unboxing the latest in wearable tech, the Samsung Ger Fit. This fitness-centric device was announced alongside the Galaxy S5 Android smartphone and Gear 2 Tizen smartwatch at Mobile World Congress earlier this year, where it won the award for Best Mobile Device. It kind of stole the show due to its unique curved form factor. Well, now it's available to purchase for $200 at major retailers like Best Buy, Amazon, and of course Samsung's web store. So far I'm only seeing it in charcoal black, like this unit we have here, but it'll soon be available in mocha gray, wild orange, supreme red, cobalt blue, and vital green color options. So if you've never heard of the Ger Fit, it's basically a cross between a fitness band and a smartwatch. It can receive notifications from your smartphone, track your steps, monitor your heart rate, and analyze your sleep. It also offers a clock, stopwatch, timer, and real-time fitness coaching. Unfortunately, right now it only officially works with 17 Samsung Galaxy branded Android smartphones and tablets. Definitely a huge drawback for those with non-Galaxy devices. Anyway, before I get on with the unboxing, let me give you a rundown of the specs. The Ger Fit features a 1.84-inch curved Super AMOLED display with 432 by 128 resolution, Bluetooth 4.0 low energy, an accelerometer, a gyroscope, heart rate sensor, a 210 mAh battery, an interchangeable wrist strap, and it's IP67 dust and water resistant. So let's go ahead and get on with the unboxing. It looks like Samsung went with the same packaging it used for all of its smartphones and tablets in recent years. It'll be interesting when they finally change this up. Let's go ahead and take the tape off the side here. One more over here. And get a closer look. Let's open it up. And there is the Ger Fit. Pull this out for a second. Wow, this is actually very nice looking. Let me take this off here. You know, I was a little worried it might be a little thick on top of my wrist, but it's actually very, very sleek. There's been some mixed opinions out there. Some people say it's a little thicker than they thought it would be. Some people said it's thinner. Some people thought it's just about what they thought. For me, it looks, in person, it's thinner than I thought it would be. So that's a good thing. Now let me put this down to the side over here. Let me see if I can power it on. I'm probably going to have to set it up through my smartphone, but I might as well show you what it looks like while it's loading up. To connect your Ger Fit, first download Ger Fit Manager via Samsung apps on your mobile device. If you do not have Samsung apps on your mobile device, go to... Alright, so I'll definitely have to set that back up and then we can go through the software, but let's take a look here. Very cool. Looks like I missed a piece of plastic over here. Kind of hard to get to. It's for the heart rate sensor. Let me put this off to the side for now. Take a look what else is inside the box. So we have our charging cable and brick. So you can see, I believe that's micro USB, but you'll need to use this adapter piece over here. So, and then you'll want to pop it onto your Ger Fit. As so, and then it'll begin charging. So kind of annoying. A lot of people might feel like they're going to lose it. I say just keep it attached to your cable and you probably won't have that problem. Put that off to the side. See what else is in here. You have your manuals. And that looks like it's all that's in the box. Alright, so I've upgraded the firmware for the Ger Fit and synced it to my Samsung Galaxy Note 3 smartphone. This is actually a few days later. I wanted to spend some time with the device so I can show you all the features and also provide some examples of some of the fitness tracking. So let's go ahead and take a look. First thing you'll notice is that beautiful curved Super AMOLED display. Check that out. Very futuristic. Take a look around the curvature there. Now this goes a long way in making the device look sleek while it's on the wrist. Helps it look a little more compact than it is as well. Let's move on this side. It's pretty much flush. On the other side, we actually have a power button. Now this is going to turn the display off when it's on the clock screen, and you can also use it to turn the display back on. If you're on another screen, you can press it and it'll take you back to the clock screen. Also, you can set it to launch a certain app when you double press it. So I have it set to launch the heart rate monitor. Let's go ahead and press it now, and you can see, whoops, let's try that again. I want to show you the green light optical sensor it has for the heart rate monitor. And earlier I showed you the charging connector. So let's get a close look at the heart rate monitor and the charging. Alright, so moving on, we've got the wrist strap over here. Turn the display off. Now the strap is very sturdy. Some might feel it's a little bit too firm, but I like that because it makes it feel durable. Doesn't feel like it's going to stretch or move around. Speaking of that, you can see on the underside it has some grooves here, so it keeps it on your wrist and it doesn't move around. Here's the other side of the strap. You can see it has a textured look, so kind of sporty looking. I'll try to get as close as I can to that. Plenty of holes to adjust the strap on your wrist. Turn it this way so you can get a look at that Ger Fit logo. And then you have some Samsung branding on the clasp. Now this is hypoallergenic, so those of you with sensitivities to your skin, you might have some allergies. Chances of skin irritations are going to be minimized thanks to the materials used. Also, the wrist strap is IP67 dust and water resistant, so technically you can submerge it in water up to 1 meter for up to 30 minutes. Now I wouldn't go around swimming with it, definitely no diving, but it's good to know if you're out for a morning run and it starts to rain, it won't get damaged by the water. Also, the wrist strap is interchangeable, so you can actually pop it off, and when Samsung provides the other colors, you can buy one of those and swap it. Now, before I actually put the Ger Fit on my wrist, I want to do a size comparison with another fitness band that's on the market. This is the Fitbug Orb. It's one of the more affordable options out there, so you get a sense of the different styles out there and a view of the profile. Put that off to the side and we'll throw on the Ger Fit. Very easy process, as you can see. Just snap it on and it stays on. I haven't had any trouble with it falling off or anything like that. I'd say I put it on a little bit too tight there, so let's adjust it. And you can see I did that with no problems. Compared to some of the other fitness bands out there, they can be a little bit tricky when trying to put it on. So let's go ahead and turn the display off, and let me show you how you can turn it back on without actually pressing the power button. So you just twist your wrist and it turns on automatically. Do it one more time. Just look at it like a watch and it flips on. Very cool feature, super convenient. I'm glad Samsung implemented it. Now you don't really have to worry about it turning on too much when you don't intend to turn it on. Sometimes it will, but I haven't noticed it being too much of an issue. Let's turn it back on here. So you can see the first thing you'll notice when you do turn it on is that it's in landscape or horizontal orientation, and that can be a little bit awkward when you want to look at the time or interact with the device. It's a little bit strange. So the good news is Samsung did update it with another option. So you can go into vertical or portrait orientation. So that definitely helps there. And you can see everything rotates for easy view and access. Now you can see right here I have the home screen with the pedometer listed. So we'll go ahead and start by taking a look at the pedometer. You have a pause button. Now keep in mind, out of the box it's going to be disabled by default, so you'll have to come in here and enable the pedometer, and once you do that you're set. You don't have to turn it on again. It'll just continuously run. Now you'll notice down here it says I have 662 steps. It's about 1 a.m. so it did reset itself at midnight. I believe I had around 6,000 before then. Under that you have how much miles, calories burned, and then if you swipe you have your history, goals, and you can reset. Let's go into history and you can see what I've been doing for the past few days. So here is technically today. Swipe over, there we go. Here's yesterday. Swipe over again. So you get the idea. You can take a look at different days. So let's go back. And if you go into goals, you can set a goal. So if you want 10,000 steps, I believe that's standard. That's what you want to aim for. So I'm definitely under that. Let's go ahead and swipe down here. Take a look at exercise now. So you have different exercise options. So if you're going to be running, you can enter a running mode. If you're walking, cycling, hiking, you can do all that. Now with cycling and hiking you need access to the GPS on your smartphone, so you'll definitely need to have your smartphone on your person in order to use those features, but running and walking you can use those independently. Alright, so here we have an example of what I did yesterday. I ran, or jogged I should say, for 6 minutes. I only went 0.59 miles. Check the history here. So it gives you your average speed, maximum speed, average pace, maximum pace, and then your average heart rate. Now we will take a look at the heart rate monitor. You can also set your goals. So you can have no goal, you can set your distance, time, calories. So if you want to burn a certain amount of calories before you're done with your workout or run, you can do that, and then it'll alert you with a vibrate once you reach that goal, and you get this little gold medal on the screen. Then you have coaching. Now this is going to, I believe, I haven't actually used this feature yet, but I believe it's going to monitor your heart rate, and then according to whatever your heart rate is, it'll tell you to speed up or slow down. So you get vibrations on your wrist while you're running, telling you what to do. So here's walking. I set it to burn off 10 calories real quick just to test, and it did it as so. So you have the same features in there, and then you have cycling and hiking. Looks like my battery is getting low. Speaking of, I've had this running for about 3 days now, so that's about right that I need to charge it. I've been using it, I guess, a lot, just looking at the screen and interacting with the screen, and also using the pedometer, and I did use the exercise features and whatnot. So that's about right. 3 days, I would say, is probably what you're going to average. Maybe with very intense use, you'll get 2 days, and then with light use, you should get 4 days. So let's get out of there. Check out the heart rate monitor. Alright, so my last measurement was 76 beats per minute. Let's go ahead and try it again. Now I found that it works best if you do it right above your wrist. Alright, so 74 beats per minute, so pretty much the same as earlier. Now you don't really want to talk or move around too much when you're doing the resting heart rate. I also want to mention that if you go into exercise, you can have the heart rate monitor on during the entire exercise. You just have to go into the options here and enable it. That way you can track your heart rate throughout the run. Alright, so here is the main clock screen. So you can actually change and customize this. You can change the wallpaper. You can use some preset wallpapers, and you can also use wallpaper from your gallery on your phone. And you can also have different information displayed. I'll show you those in a little bit here. Let's go ahead and continue through the different apps and features. So here we have notifications. So here are the notifications I have right now. You can receive, notifications for calls, texts, emails. You can also get third-party notifications from your apps. You can enable those in the app on your smartphone. So let's go ahead and take a look at email. So it looks like Samsung posted a YouTube video. So you can see what that looks like here. Basically get one word per line in this vertical view. Still a very convenient way to check out emails and text. Let's go ahead and scroll down, and you can delete. You can have it so it shows up on your device. Let's go ahead and do that now. Click show on device, and you can see that it did just that on my Note 3. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put that back. Now if it's a text or a call, you can actually get an option to quick reply. Go ahead and go back. Oh, let me just show you one more thing here. You can actually rotate within the email view without changing the orientation for the whole system. So that's going to be useful if you have your view set to landscape orientation, and then you get an email, you can switch it to vertical view or portrait mode so you can read easily on your wrist. Above that we have sleep, and you can see my sleep from the other night. So I got 7 hours and 42 minutes of sleep, and you can see right here below that it said I had 83% motionless sleep. So I guess I got pretty good sleep there. I didn't move around too much. Now you do have to press start every time you go to sleep, and then when you wake up you have to stop it in order to get the proper measurement, but that's expected. History. So here is what it tracked for my sleep. Tells you the time started, time ended, and then the motionless status. And blocking mode. This enables you to prevent notifications from being received while you're sleeping, so you won't have annoying vibrations. You'll still get your alarm vibrations to wake you up though. Timer, pretty basic. You just come in here and you set the time, and then you press start, and then it'll vibrate once it's done. Swipe down. Here we have a stopwatch. Pretty basic. And you can record different laps. And if you tap on the laps, you'll get the entire list after you're done. Find my device. Definitely a cool feature. Actually, before that we have the media controller. So not too many media options here. They're kind of limited, but they get the job done while you're listening to music on your phone. So you can mute by pressing that button. Then you can also turn it up and down. And then you can skip tracks and pause and play. And next up we have Find My Device. So say you misplace your phone and it's within range of your Bluetooth connection. By the way, it does have pretty good range, I would say, at least with my Galaxy Note 3. Let's go ahead and press this and press the button. And you can see it activates the LED flash on the phone, so you can visibly see it wherever it is. And it also puts this message on the screen, and you can hear it vibrating. Alright, let's put that back and we'll stop that. I got blinded by that flash there. So those are your basic apps on the Ger Fit. I think we can go in the settings menu now and take a look here. So here we go with status for your Bluetooth and your battery. Now, I wish there was another way to display the battery without having to come in the settings. I haven't found that, and I don't think there is an option, but hopefully Samsung will implement one in the future, maybe a status bar along the very edge of the screen. That'd be pretty cool. So let's go into clock. So here you have your different clock faces. The first one is pretty basic. You have your time, then you have your date. Now, of course, these are going to look different in depending on if you have it in portrait or landscape orientation. This one is a dual clock. Here we have your clock plus your appointment, or your next appointment. This is the clock I'm using, which is the clock and then the pedometer information. Here's one with the clock and the weather. And this is just an analog clock. Looks like that's it. I'm going to go ahead and go with the weather. We'll jump back out, go to the main screen, and there you have your weather. And that's going to find the location closest to you. So let's go into settings, go to wallpaper. Now this is actually wallpaper I grabbed from my camera or gallery app on my phone. Same with this one. If you want to change it, we can do that. Let's go home, and you can see what that looks like, kind of bright here. Not sure if that's going to show up too well on the camera. Let's go back, wallpaper. Here are some of the default ones. You have some simple designs, and then you have some flat colors. Now, one that I like to use is basic black. Looks pretty cool when everything's in white and black, I would say, but it's nice to have some color sometimes. So let's go to display. You can change the brightness. You can get it all the way up to 6. It goes into outdoor mode, but after 5 minutes it's going to revert back. I'm going to go with 3 for now. You can choose which side you're wearing your Ger Fit, so left or right hand, and then rotate screen. We already saw that. Screen timeout, you can go between 5 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and 10 seconds. I have it on 5 minutes just for demonstration purposes on video. Home icon size, if it's in landscape or horizontal orientation, you can actually change the icon size. I guess you can't for vertical mode. Here's font size, small and medium. Then you have the wake up gesture, which I have it set to clock, but you can actually set that for the last screen, or you can disable it. Here we have Bluetooth, not very much there. Double press, so you can have the double press action for the button on the side to activate nothing, notifications, media controller, pedometer, exercise, heart rate monitor, sleep timer, stopwatch, find my device, and settings. Swipe up. Here you have your profile option. On the device it just has you pick male or female, but you can I believe you can add in a little bit more in the Ger Fit manager, like your height and weight. Privacy lock, you can enter a PIN, and then you can reset your Ger Fit, and then about your Ger Fit. Alright, let's wrap up by taking a look at the Ger Fit Manager app. So you can see I'm connected to my Ger Fit. You can come in here and change the different wallpapers instantly, as you can see there. There's some of the solid colors. Let's go back. I'll go back to this one, about orange actually. Might be a little bit too bright there. You can go in here and go to clock. And here are the different clock faces. So let me show you what all of those look like. Weather, style clock. Here are some other clocks you didn't see on the device itself. Looks like I had to download this one. There we go. So plenty of different options, so hopefully one will fit your taste. Alright, almost getting to the end here. And that's going to be the final clock. Let's go with this one. And then the final option here is the layout. And you can change the order at which the icons show up on the device. So you just drag and drop in the position you want them and then press done, and they'll switch automatically on the Ger Fit. Now if we come in here, you go to fitness, and that opens up, for me it opens up fitness with gear. That's because I had the Galaxy Note 3. I believe if you have the Galaxy S5, it'll actually integrate with your S Health app. So it's a little bit different experience depending on the device you have. This is a very watered down version of S Health, I would say. So here you have your pedometer, exercise, heart rate, and sleep categories. You can tap on them to get more of a detailed view. And I notice it's a bit buggy, like you can see here that, let's go back. You can see on the front screen it has my updated steps. But if you tap on the screen, it's sort of lagging behind. So this is what I had before midnight. And I believe this is set to sync depending on what you have in your settings. But the main screen actually updates faster, so I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully Samsung works out those bugs. Then you have your total average, best record, then you have charts, so you can just drag your finger over here to cycle through the different days. You can go to month view, hour view, so that's what it looks like with hour view. Let's go back here, exercise. Now I haven't gotten this to work yet. I only used the exercise feature today, so maybe it takes a while. I noticed I had this same screen pop up when I first did the sleep, but now that works just fine. If you go into here, you have sleep. So a lot of the same options as with the pedometer, where you have the chart in hour, day, and month view. Might come in handy for checking out sleep, hour by hour sleep, so you can really analyze your sleep. So you can see I was moving around quite a bit, except for 1 hour here. Let's go back, heart rate. This displays just fine. It'll track that as well. So overall, pretty basic features in the companion app. Like I said, it's pretty buggy. There's some syncing issues, and some of the features aren't even working for me, and it's kind of strange how you get a different experience with different devices. I mean, the Galaxy Note 3 isn't too old. Maybe it's because Verizon hasn't updated this to KitKat yet. I'm not sure, but it'll be interesting to see how it is with the Galaxy S5 compared to a device like the Galaxy Note 3 or the Galaxy S4. So this was the unboxing and overview video for the Samsung Ger Fit fitness tracker. Overall, I would say I like it so far. I haven't had too much experience with it, but so far it's good. There are definitely some shortcomings here, especially with the companion app. Not the Ger Fit Manager per se, but with the Ger Fitness app and the integration with S Health or lack thereof, depending on your device. It should really be better than it is out of the box, but hopefully Samsung updates it so that there are less bugs, less syncing issues, and more detailed tracking options, because so far it's pretty basic, and like I said, it has some bugs that you have to put up with, but overall the device itself works well by itself, and it does have a bunch of features with notifications, heart rate monitor, fitness tracking, and you have your pedometer and exercise options. So far I like it, and it's going to come in handy when I use it to do the fitness challenge coming up. So stay tuned for that video. I'm going to try to use the Ger Fit exclusively to try and lose some weight that I gained over the winter, so we'll see how that goes. And also hopefully Samsung does update the device within the next week or so. When I post my follow-up review video, it's going to be the full review, so definitely stay tuned for that. So this was CJ from smartkti.com with the Ger Fit from Samsung. Stay tuned for more coverage. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.